This is a review of cell phone that I recently bought. It is a Lenovo P2. It was released on September 2016. So as compared to current cell phones, it is an year old. The decision I made to buy this phone is because of its long-lasting battery. Overall, I really like this phone. I've owned this phone for about 2 months, and it has served my needs quite well. Out of the box, it had Android 6.0, but after updating it, it has now Android 7.0. Overall, the OS of it and everything else, it feels smooth and easy to use, and there is no that much bloatware on it, and overall I'm really happy with my purchase. The phone feels quite premium in hand. It feels a lot sturdier, but it is a little bit on the heavier side. That's because of its 5100 milliamp hour battery that it's packing beneath it, and the battery is non-removable. The phone is quite big, the screen is quite big, but it does not feels hard to use. Like, I can reach all the icons with my fingers by holding it in one hand. Let's first go through the specifications of the phone before we dig deeper into the features of the phone. So it is based on the Snapdragon 625 octa-core chipset that is clocked at 2.0 GHz. The Snapdragon 625 chipset is based on the 14 nanometer node, so it makes it very power efficient, and it dissipates very little heat even while benchmarking. It has 5.5 inch full HD 1920 by 1080 screen, that is MOLED, and it has 4 GB of RAM, 32 GB of storage with the option of expandability with SD cards up to 128 GB, and it has a 13 megapixel rear camera and a front 5 megapixel, and the battery is a 5100 milliamp hour battery. This phone also supports rapid charging, so it has a rapid charger in the box as well, and it has a dual SIM tray, but it works as a dual SIM phone or as a single SIM with a memory card. So it works one at a time, either a dual SIM phone or a single SIM with a memory card. The tray does not support all three at the same time, and it has a fingerprint sensor, and it supports NFC as well. That is the box of the phone. These are the accessories that came with it in the box: a rapid charger, a pair of headphones, a micro USB to full USB converter, and a SIM ejector and its data cable, and a manual as well. That is the SIM tray of the phone. It takes dual SIM or a single SIM with a memory card. Let's first go through the exterior of the phone. Here are a couple of picture shots of the phone from different angles. One good thing about this phone is that it is made out of aluminum. There's hardly any plastic used. On the right side of the phone, there's the volume rocker and the power switch. On the left side, there's the power saving switch and the SIM card tray. The back side of the phone features the main 13 megapixel camera and the dual tone flash. Underneath the phone there's only one speaker, and one grill is a faux grill, and there's the micro USB port. That is the front of the phone, featuring the 5.5-inch beautiful display and the home button, which has the fingerprint sensor in it, and the front facing camera and the front earpiece and all the sensors on the front as well. And on the top of the phone there's the headphone jack and the noise cancelling microphone, and it is very convenient of Lenovo to include a 3.5mm headphone jack, as most of these manufacturers are just not including the 3.5mm headphone jack on their newer phones. I don't know why. I find it very inconvenient for phones that do not have the 3.5mm headphone jack. Now we'll discuss about the battery life of this phone. This phone features a big capacity battery, but that does not mean that it takes a long time to charge. So I have timed the percentage of charge it takes in 30 minutes. Before it was at 23%, and after charging it for 30 minutes it was at 41%. So it took 18% of charge in just 30 minutes. That is quite a lot. With it was being charged with a regular Samsung charger, so not with its fast charger. So that is, the 18% could last you quite a while before running out of battery. And it takes 1 hour 36 minutes to fully charge the battery with the regular Samsung charger. So after fully charging the phone, it lasts me about 2 days, and I use a lot of battery intensive tasks like browsing YouTube or watching movies on my cell phone. So it takes 2 days before I need to plug in my cell phone for charging again. Another great feature of this phone is that it acts like a battery bank, so you can charge other cell phone or your other accessories as well with this phone, like I'm charging my Samsung phone with this phone. So this phone is similar to the Samsung active phones, but without the ruggedness of the active phones. The battery life of this phone makes it perfect for those persons who like to travel a lot, or people who are living off the grid, like for campers or travelers. So and those people who does not have the opportunity to charge their phones a lot. So this makes it perfect for this scenario. Another feature of this phone is some sort of extreme battery saving feature. There's a button located on the left side of the phone. By sliding that switch, the phone goes into a extreme power saving mode. In this mode you can only use some of the features of the phone, like sending SMS or calling someone, but other features of the phone are just blocked. Now we'll discuss how the phone handles daily usage and the use of apps, and how it copes with the heat emissions. I use my phone for navigational purposes a lot. I use Google Maps and it works with it very good. It is fast and it doesn't get heated up while using Google Maps. Before I had my F4 and it had a lot of problem with Google Maps. It would after some time of use it would just heat up and then it would just lose locations and it was just a mess. It didn't lock on to satellites and stuff like that, but this phone is faster for navigation purposes. It locks up to the GPS satellites faster and works very good for Google Maps. Another feature of this phone is this touch prevention system. So it works while your phone is in pocket or if you are exercising and listening to music. So it prevents unnecessary touch while the phone is in your pocket. The phone always remains cool to the touch even while using heavy intensive tasks like watching full HD or 4K videos on it or using Google Maps. So it always remains lag free. As I said earlier, this phone has no problem with playing full HD videos. So here's one clip to show a playback of a with 1080p video that I will play right now, and we'll also demo the speaker of the phone as well.
Eric, Ragnar Wolfbrook, welcome to my house. You also, Olo. I've done as you asked, Ragnar, and sought out these young men to meet you. All of them have sworn upon their rings to keep this meeting a secret.
You have done well, my friend. Although I knew I could trust you.
What are we here for?
You are here, firstly, because you have nothing better to do. See all you lot live idle and wasted lives.
Listen to him!
We have built a new boat. And with this boat, for the first time, we can go west. Across the great sea to a place called England, where countless riches await us.
How would we steer across the open sea?
So there are no hiccups while playing any video, and the speaker sounds extremely good. And although there is only one speaker, but it sounds very good. There are no clipping and the dialogue is clear, and it gets quite loud as well. I have also ran Antutu benchmark on it as well, and we'll see how it comes up with these scores. So I'll now let it run, and if anybody want to skip ahead, then they can skip the whole test. So it has a score of 64,794, which is almost similar to the 2014 Samsung S5. Now we will discuss about the camera of the phone. The main shooter is the 13 megapixel with the aperture of f2.0. As you can see, the result is quite good for the sensor of this kind. It is not quite spectacular like the 2017 flagship models, but it does the job. Here's a video recording that I made with the camera. It records video at 1080p 30 fps. Here's one shot at night time. As you can see, the flash fills in the image quite nicely, and the flash is a dual tone flash. It has dual flash in it, and it is not that much bright, but it still does the job. Here's another photo in a dark room, and I'm not happy with the quality of this photo. Here are a couple of shots from the front camera. The front camera is a 5 megapixel with the aperture of 2.2. About ruggedness, I haven't tested this phone for ruggedness. Like I always keep my phone in this silicone cover, and but this phone is on the heavier side, so I don't think it would survive a higher drop. But I can't say that much about the ruggedness of this phone, and it also lacks a waterproof certification as well. So I find this phone very fascinating for the price that I have paid for it. I paid around $260 for this phone, and in terms of price to performance ratio, this phone is excellent for the feature it provides for the price. And overall, the main feature of the phone is the battery life. It provides very good battery life if you like to have a phone that can provide if you like to have a phone that can go on without charge for days. So this is a very good phone for that. Overall, it is I have some cons on this phone as well. Like it is a little bit on the heavier side. If this phone was a little lighter, then it would have been good, but I hope Lenovo would fix all these outcomes in their next update. And the camera of the phone is just okay, not good, but just okay. If they had used a little bit good sensor like a 16 megapixel or something like that, then this would have been a good phone. Build quality wise, this phone is also very good. There is no use of plastic at all on the phone. It is all made out of aluminum, and the speaker of the phones are also very nice. It does not sound tiny by any means. It sounds fuller and with clear dialogues, and there is no clipping in it as well. These are the pros and cons that I can think of. So would I recommend this phone to buy? Yes, I will recommend this phone to buy. It is an excellent phone for the price, and it just goes on, it just fulfills all my needs, and I'm happy with it. So I will conclude this review here, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and like, comment and share my video, and yeah, so see you later and have a good day.